Hi, it's your Thursday, Friday, Monday guy again, and I'm not talking about the Bible. Once again, I'm talking about this search warrant from Flagler County. Now, when I went to search warrant school and wrote a few search warrants in my time, we had to have specific and articulable facts, and they had to be true. And when we took them to the judge, like someone took this to Judge the Honorable R.J. Larissa, and then they took it to the sheriff and said, hey, we're going to serve a search warrant, and that would be Frederick J. Staley. So whoever the detective was that took this search warrant to them when they wrote it, they had some specific and articulable facts. Now, during the course of the search warrant, if at some time you see that what you've written is an error and you've already sworn to God that you've made an error, you should stop, make the correction, and then continue. Verify that you have it, because the judge has already signed off on the information you gave them that was true and correct. In the same sense that this is a gray garage door, and I pointed that out to the deputy who read the search warrant, who said, solid blue garage door. Okay, it says right here, blue garage door. This is clearly not blue. It wasn't that the color, it's not important. It could have been purple and red, it could have been whatever. The point is, specific and articulable facts, when laid out in a search warrant, and you swear to God that you're doing it, and you tell them this is the description of the house, when someone corrects you on it, you don't say, oh, it's good enough. Because you're serving a search warrant to violate someone's rights. You have permission to violate their rights. You've asked the judge and the sheriff to violate someone's rights, and they've agreed to do this. They're putting their reputation on the line by signing this for you. That's what they're doing. Take it seriously when you do these search warrants. It's not good enough. You need to take these seriously. I'm not in law enforcement anymore. I'm retired. My last portion in law enforcement was as a trainer, an international trainer, okay, advisor, instructor. So I'm telling you that I know what I'm talking about when I say specific and articulable facts are important. Especially the description of a house when you're serving a search warrant. People die all the time because the cops got it wrong. So don't be those guys. I support law enforcement, so don't be those guys, okay? Don't be the good enough 7-year-olds just playing cop out there. Be real cops. It's not good enough, and you're putting someone else's reputation on the line when you swear to God. And when you go and invade someone's privacy and you have permission to do so, it is a serious act. It's not funny. It's not funny when you place someone in handcuffs. It's not funny when you violate someone's rights under color of authority. Now, did you do that and misrepresent yourself and do it? Yeah, at some point you did, because what happened was when you were pointed that out and then you said your rights aren't important to me, that explained that everything that needs to be said about what the practices and the culture is here in Flagler County. That said everything. And she was one of the newer officers. She was probably somewhere in her 30s, late 20s, 30s, 5'4", 240 pounds, glasses, and good enough. Her attitude was just absolutely terrible. So that's not what you're supposed to say when you're violating someone's rights under authority, under legal and lawful authority. And if you get something wrong, then you admit your mistake. Because if you're not willing to admit your mistake about this, what else did you mess up in the investigation? What else has been compromised? What else do you have too much pride to turn around and take another look at? And I think that's what we're going to find out here. All right. Well, hey, love God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. You never know, he might get falsely arrested.